They were just such a strong search team, had a deep map pool. They got back to that. They're 8-2 throughout this stage. They haven't gone to a ton of game 5s, but I mean, that's because their respawns have been good enough.
Closing out series, yeah.
100%. But yeah, I think that's the big thing for me.
Okay, and this is a very important match. I mean, you're fine pretty much for those of your heretics. You're in a good spot as far as qualifying for top 6. If you are Ravens, you're still in the hunt right now. You talk about with what? With Thieves, with Falcons, with Koi, with FaZe.
The mix.
All these teams battling to try and guarantee they're already into bracket play. A very important match for Ravens, but really just crucial all around for these two squads. Let's get into our first match of 4 today on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Lurks looking to get involved early, and he's been playing great. Honestly, this kid's fun to watch.
Yesterday he was amazing.
He's not fun to watch.
We're gonna do a little restart real quick, and that's okay. But no, he was unbelievable yesterday. Just talking to him, just feels like head's in the right place. I'm going to continue to kind of gas him because I think at some point, well, maybe next year, I think he's probably going to get a chance on a top team if he keeps this up.
Yeah, you've seen enough where you think he's going to earn a spot because he plays arguably the most difficult role on a team, that fast sub. It's been really, really awesome to watch his development. I got to imagine we haven't seen the ceiling of what he's capable of. I think from like a skill standpoint, yes, we've seen those maps where he takes over, but I gotta think with more time in the league and especially maybe a chance to play with some better players down the road, his kid could be truly incredible. We'll see. No,
100%. And that's what they talked about yesterday in that post-game interview was just sort of we have to get more comfortable still. We're excited to get back on the land. But as you said, can they get into that bracket right away, get into the top 6?
Yeah, I think that's what's tough. I don't think they could have done anything this qualifier.
Yeah.
They could have gone 10-1, and I still would have been like, I don't care. Let's see how they do on land. Like, honestly, though, like I would have needed to see what they do on land. And that's going to be the question mark, and that's going to be the mental hurdle for this team, without question.
Yeah, I think last stage they had bigger wins, but this stage it's right where we expect them to be.
In fact, it was 5 straight, just ripped at the end. Like, they were the hot team going to the major.
Yeah, they had some big upsets. Not a lot of big upsets outside of like the
they
G2
beat Koi and G2, I think.
And it was Koi early. Very
yeah, it was like
early
the first weekend.
With the old roster. Yeah. So before Kips. So yeah, a lot going on there. But you have the 3 over G2. Outside of that, you've just beat the teams that you were expected to beat.
Yeah, no, 100%. And yeah, you saw the standings currently, the mixiness there in the middle of the pack as we're trying to see who's going to qualify for your top 6 and get right into bracket, who's going to qualify for the playing games. We're getting excited. We're heading to Birmingham in just a handful of days, heading out Tuesday, Wednesday to get out there. But someone that's been absolutely terrific, has been super with that snipe. It's been, I mean, we've seen some incredible plays from a lot of the snipe players, just not all of them, but he's been the most consistent.
He's been unbelievable.
Yeah,
and I mean, he's opening up the map for them. Just feels like he moves around often, so you don't really know exactly where he's going to be. He does a great job of that, of just keeping their opponents on their toes. But yeah, we talked about sort of stage 1 and stage 2. He's another big part of that. Just individually, these guys are hitting next levels, but we didn't really see the super we saw last year throughout stage 1. We're starting to see that again.
Yeah, and yes, they've been terrific. You can see there with the snipe. I mean, that's a bit of a gap. I mean, a massive gap there. We got our top 2 snipers, top 2 in kills going up against each other in this matchup. And I think, though, for me, still the story, I think it's been Trakes. He's been a monster. And I say that because I think we know how good Rankor and Super are. Not that they're going to be incredible every series, but we know what they're capable of. And I think we kind of know what Metals is. If you get around even 0.90 even from him, you got a good chance you're winning a respawn. He's going to be in the right spots. He's going to try to be a thorn to the side of the opposition. But Trakes, like, I feel like he needed to put up numbers sometimes, just in case you get an off
comparing
match.
It to last year, right? With Real.
With Real, yes. Like, he's going to need to have some pop.
He was a superstar sub, and kind of played around him. Step into that. I mean, they were a top 4 team for a majority of last year, so we expect him to get back to that, but a lot relies on him.
Getting closer and closer to Major 2. So excited to get back there and get screamed at by all the lovely, very intoxicated fans. But
I need some Nandos.
Yeah, absolutely. Right back into the mix, though, as we'll kick things off on exposure. Nice opening break here from Ravens. They'll go 4 for 1, and they'll get set up nicely here. They get some P1 time as 3 players outside the hardpoint fan out and try to pick up kills. Looks like Lurks is mostly worried about the long wrap or seeing if there was a split spawn that came in. They got the info to know everyone's in front of them. Now they're locking it down.
And that's 2 big follow-up kills because you get like the 4 dead, and then this is what we've seen throughout BO7. That first guy who's going in craze, if he catches a timing, it earns a lot of time, but instead he got caught and you're like, uh-oh, is this going to lead to a break? But you follow that up with a double, and now, I mean, you're going to earn 40 seconds at this P1, so you are giving up so much time. No nades connect, there's not trophies, so Miami is going all in at this P2.
Yeah, it's an early rotate, but it's time for the Ravens players to take some routes, and now the first domino is going to fall. Can Super pop a double, trying to finesse, not able to finish with a pistol. Now the pressure is here for Ravens. Metal's last one up, and he'll get picked, and after a great P1, it's a quick break on P2, and that's kind of the problem. Like when you rotate that early and give up that much space and time, like you had so much time taking routes for Ravens.
Rarely do we see that, especially on the first P1. Yeah, just normally a nade connects, someone goes
like
on
40
a
seconds?
route. Yeah, I mean, it's such a quick rotate from P1 to P2. This could get ugly quickly, depending on the next 20 seconds go as we head to the P3. Depending if Ravens can flip this spawn. It's going 2 for 2. You're going to take the rest of this scrap time, and while Trakes, he's going to make sure we are safe, because they're going to need this P3 to get back in the game.
Well, the name of BO7 is team goes down 100, and then we have a 10-point hardpoint at the end. So we'll see if that'll be the case here. Saw it a couple times yesterday. We've seen it many times this year. As Heretics still trying to find their footing in the game, but you know, Gun's gonna get hot at some point. For the Guns to get hot, you need to have some map position. You need to have early setups in the hard point. After losing a teammate, Rancor's gonna pick up the slack. His double's gonna shut down one side of this off a spawn. Metal's gonna be in trouble early. He'll fall, but it'll set up Rancor again for the kill. So he's been kind of your cleanup batter in the back line. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I thought Lurch had a chance there to like take a route, right? He was able to go down low dirt, but it was just the spawn of Metals right away. So honestly, it kind of helped him that Metals was right there and ended up getting caught. So he doesn't flip the spawns or make a big play. So great stuff, them. And then Rentor's on 5 in a row. You needed a response, you got it.
Bro, I swear, after I've been fever for 4 days, like my brain's in one place, my mouth's in another. I'm just gonna keep saying stuff, but holy hell. We love Call of Duty. Exceed. Strong start out of him. On Rodo. Heretics in position to deal with this by Spiral and mid-map. Trake shutting things down. Good timing through, I thought Craze for a moment, but Trake's just straight head. He's gonna obliterate him. Great life out of Trake, though, to get info, slow down this push, but here comes the push down for Ravens.
So they just wanted to hit mid right away. They spawned him at old. So they wanted, the problem is that takes a little bit too long. So now you have the close spawns and the numbers on your side if you're Heretics. Well, it was a great start for Ravens. Rentor's getting going, though. They win the P3 rotation. Now you went to another one towards P4.
I mean, Rancor did such a good job in like the back line last time. This time kind of in the front line, but still sort of that cleanup role, right? Like, well, from his position, he's going to be that a lot, but he's going to be set up to maybe have a player or two weak in front of him. He needs to come through with the kills. He's 12-7. He's doing exactly that. Pressure to him to wipe the board clean.
Guy's cooking. Guy's been cooking throughout the entire stage. 10 seconds remaining on this one. Rentor, well, he finally does drop. And Ravens here with a nice little setup. Just not only do you break this up, you spawn them at ult, but you already have Lurks on the hill. You have Nero out deep, low dirt towards the right side. So he's going to be blocked in those spawns. Nobody's going to be going towards a route.
And Craze just a chance to break up this first push completely. Tucked away in a corner, and it pays dividends. He gets to that cheeky spot. He knows the other side of the map is clear, and he'll tuck away too. What do you see on the map,
Well,
Joe?
I was going to make sure that Lurks turned around and picked that up. Yeah, just Metals spawned out kind of where he was blocking, so he does a great job. Craze on 5 in a row, not able to find that streak. But yeah, I was just worried that Metals was going to make the play with that spawn, but a great pitch up there by Lurks.
Yeah, I think on a hard play like this, kind of mid-map horizontally, you've got to have head on a swivel for those splits, and they're dealing with it so well so far. And yeah, after kind of getting beat up at 3 and 4, they needed an answer here, and they're getting that answer. Nice break from Heretics with what, like 15 seconds left, but it's still a win there for Ravens. They go up 30. We get ready for our second set. Now after the great hold from Ravens, you just want to make sure, well, you don't do well, basically, yeah, you did the first time through, allow Miami to get 40 on this. His Metal's on a little bit of a streak here now.
Yeah, they're going to have that early control. Just continue to control. A window is Metals. So getting on that time is super. Maybe you have a couple of trophies down. Maybe it's their turn to earn 40 points here. And see if Metals can find a streak. But every time we bring that up, that player dies. So that is on us. But a very sort of, I don't know, controlled, slow sort of hardpoint where teams are rotating. There's not been a lot of crazy breaks.
Yeah. No.
You didn't even see in the kill feed, right? Like, everyone is right around the same amount of engagements.
Might be that moment when a team can go back-to-back, similar to what Heretics were able to do at 3 and 4. They went into a hole early. Bounce back out of it. Metals was on a 4 spree and died. Now right back into action on 3. I swear, more often than not, that guy's around even. And a respawn there in a very, very good place. Yeah, no, 100%. Trakes, timing, angle, not going to work out for him there. 3 through on the feed for Ravens, and they'll be set up on rotation to second. Did a better job. Did Miami really at first, but this is going to be different than what we saw the first time through. This is going to be Ravens trying to hold early. Heretics, when they had the chance the first time through, got broken nearly instantly. Same thing might happen to Ravens here as well, unless Nero can go massive. Nero's trying to hold. Craze is trying to push it out. The pressure is here. Let's go to the comms now with Ravens.
Netting time. I'm going mid with you.
Heard you. I
didn't hit him time.
I need it.
You're long.
On top of the box, Metals.
Heard you. I'm trying outer.
I got one. Box still there, Jay. Still box.
One time. Yeah, I'm on top of the thing. I makes it. Outer super dead. I got nade. Nice, good shot.
Could be in around you.
That's good time.
Enter on me, Trey.
I got naded. One's deep left. I'm nading.
That's fine. I need deep left as well. Yep, bump. Go. I sent a deep left.
I'm
You
box,
want me deep outer?
box me, guys.
I didn't see the deep outer. He could be laying down on the box.
Box front, you went front box, Metals.
Heard you.
I ran through new, he's gonna be front box, 100%.
I'm
And you Rick, dead. I got
In the back.
one shot, you dead.
Right, good shit.
100% somewhere.
On time. My Metals.
I was blocking on the rest. Make sure you block.
Just
I spawned in the back, guys.
One could have spawned dead, no?
There's too long.
Can you look at my last shot?
Last too long.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your yellow. I don't see him yellow.
Drake's box, weak.
I don't see anything yellow. They're all boxes. They're all boxes.
A&D, and then they're gonna hit me.
I'm fucked.
I got one. I don't know what bottom.
Nothing's flying. Nothing's flying.
Top.
Bottom dead. I killed him.
I brought
There's
weak. He's dead.
I'm bumping out.
That's fine.
I got yellow. Look long.
I'm one shot, I can't.
I have long.
Long. Dead. One shot.
Exceed dies on 5 in a row, but an incredible sequence there for Ravens. Up 40, in a good position here to close out the map.
Yeah, able to read these spawns. You spawn out towards top solar if you were Nero and Exceed, so you give that call out so you know there's some splits on the map. But I mean, this has just been, such a disciplined map. Not a lot of breaks. We had one break as soon as we got to that P2 in that listening from Heretics, but they don't really take advantage of it. And then this has been a perfect P3 for Ravens. And here we go. Maybe a chance to chain these two together the way Miami did on the first set. There's a couple of players trying to play their life, but they're being hunted down.
And Miami, who have been sensational in map 1s over this qualifier, at risk of going down this series early. This would be a big upset and a huge win for Ravens in the scheme of things and the standings. They clear out the back. Craze is on a spree. 25 off the win, and plenty of time at the hard point to get it done here. Pressure to Heretics to break. They got to do it soon.
Yeah, while you were waiting on Metals to go, and while he's going to go, he's going to find 2 from ringside. He was waiting for his teammates. He ends up finding 3, breaking the spawn, so you're not dead yet.
Huge there from Metals. And yeah, I mean, the fact is you had to break. And even if you didn't break, I mean, just disrupt that time. You couldn't let Ravens get 5 or 10 more. It just becomes nearly impossible to get it done. But now, with them needing 16, you're still in the fight, still a chance to do this, but let's get ready for the P5.
Yeah, this is not a good hill for them last time, but last time it was Carolina early on a rotation. They had the setup they wanted. We've had some crazy comebacks on exposure at P5 and P1, maybe another one here, but you'd see all over the map is Ravens. Very spread, taking their time, but 2 for 2 so far.
Okay, they deal with Craze. Remember, he was the one that kind of made the play mid-map last time we were here, albeit it was different. He was actually holding the hard point, but beautiful shots there from Exceed. Trakes will be next up to get into the point. Takes a bit of damage. Connects with the stun though. Exceed just pops and drops him. Exceed maybe with the dagger here to close out the game. 28-19 on a spree to maybe shut it down. 8 seconds left. Final chance for Heretics to bust on through.
I mean, that just starts with that first one on a Metals, and he closes out with 2 more. There we go. Ravens behind the Exceed P5 break, able to close out that first map.
It's funny because I was kidding, but Ant asked me, he's like, bro, who's gonna, how the Ravens win this? I go, Exceed Masterclass, just kind of trolling, but all right.
Oh, there it is.
Exceed puts up a banger in map 1. They started strong, an incredible P1 hold to get it going. Heretics obviously fight back over the course of that, and it's a back and forth affair with a bunch of lead changes, but late, Ravens putting in work through the listen-in, chaining together 3 and 4, and then getting a much-needed break to close things out. We'll take a look at the overall stats. Exceed leads the lobby in damage, leads the lobby in kills, 24 non-traded, And I feel like a lot of the times we're talking about him, it's usually like his overload plays or the snipes he's hitting. That's a monster performance in Hardpoint. They needed it.
And Nero had 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the hill. I didn't even see that. My guy was chilling. Ton of objective time. But the Des talked about it, right? Like, where are you going to find your advantage in this series? Because it just feels like the AR duo so much stronger on the Miami side, but they get outplayed by Exceed.
You told me Exceed was going to outplay Super.
There you go, W.
Yeah, probably would think that's how it's going to go. Super not able to get it going. He's been playing so well in the map. Ones have been so strong for Miami, but it's all Ravens here as we take a look through some of the highlights. As you said, it was pretty clean through almost like
so disciplined.
The team's just getting, you know, a solid 40-second chunk. Next team gets rotation, 40-second chunk over and over again. We'll see what the separation was late.
Well, yeah, I just think the P3 to the P4. And then you do have a chance, but it was kind of this break right here, led by Craze. He's able to find those kills. You flip the spawns. You can already see it's up to the 230. You relied on this guy to make a big play, and he does. He kept them in it to re-break that hill. But it's just this. You cannot die there if you're metals. And then after that, like, you do have a chance to continue to flood, but he somehow plays his life, guns 2 more on top of it, ends with a 6 spree. You love to see it from Exceed.
Yeah, and he might have had even one before. That might have been the second kill we started with. I mean, he went nuts. Pop it up, drop it. A huge map from Exceed. They come in and shock Heretics, and while things get incredibly interesting, if you get a Carolina win here, because things are so tight. I mean, we'll talk tiebreakers and stuff once we get a little bit closer to closing out the qualifier, but it's going to be a lot of talk about map win percentage, I think, because we have a lot of teams with a similar record, but you can see how back and forth it is in the middle of it, and then Carolina just kind of get a little separation late and run away with it.
Yeah, I mean, just that second P3 puts them up 50. They're able to make that P4 messy, and you have your chance. That first domino, Metals gets taken down. That changes the setup, right? Opens up some spawns, freaks some things out, and that creates the timings, but Exceed also just guns some folks.
Well, and it's also interesting, too. You know, we touched on the AR matchup, and now we're going to give the advantage, obviously, that you have to right out of Heretics, but then now it becomes a similar conversation with the sniper rifles. Like we were talking about Super and Exceed in that map 1. We're probably going to look at them a decent amount in this. Who's able to find those picks?
Yeah, and that's going to be a very key map exposure Hardpoint, I think, for Miami, right? Because I think stage 1, they really focused on it, but started to veto it versus them. They've only played it twice throughout this stage, well, now 3 times, so sitting at 1 and 2. So it was one where I think it was a comfort pick for them. Haven't played it in a while, or kind of got away from them. They were focused elsewhere.
What's the one they never play? It's Colossus, right? That they played. Like,
that's a map where they need to be on their A game.
Yeah, no, 100% need to be, and weren't there. I mean, they had their chances 100% to get it done, but it's going to be Ravens that'll close it out. Now we get the search and destroy, and what are the 2 stats that we showed at the kickoff of this? How good this Heretics team was in map 1, and how good they've been in search and destroy. So maybe we just double curse them, and they're going to lose map 1 and lose the search. I mean, yeah, why not?
And then we're going to add this on top of it. We're going to show an S&D Ravens stat.
Yeah. With the reverse jinx.
Yeah, so how bad it's been hasn't been great.
And I mean, I thought the biggest opportunity, without question, was the overload for Ravens. So
yeah, that's the Blackheart Hardpoint, because the Blackheart Hardpoint, they've been
That's true.
Unbelievable.
No, that's right. That's true. I just keep going back to overload with this team for whatever reason. Just since Exceed came in, they're a good overload team. Exceed, Super. Eyes on them with the snipes for sure over the course of this, but what do you know? Exceed, Super. Taking peeks early, all sorts of pressure coming in. Lurks overstays his welcome as everyone is backing up, and that'll be an aggressive push and a first blood for Heretics.
And that just might be our Exceed likes the sniper. This is where he goes in round 1. Let's put some double nades on him.
Make him back down. Dominance.
Exactly, just run at him. And they don't allow him to regen, but now it's a 3-on-3. It's crazy. He's able to find metals. And normally once these fights start, this is how they go. We're going to continue to fight. But not what you want whatsoever. You get the opening to a win, and what happened here?
Yeah, bros, what happened? I'm over here. You all got dropped. But yeah, that's why it ends up being a 3-on-3. You just hope that you get 1 trade in that, at least.
Or 2.
Yeah, or two. And that is a 3v4 early. Lurks thrown to the wind, but his teammates come up clutch. Yeah, what the hell happened there?
I'd have to see how Craze catches metals there, if it's just a gunfight win or what. But it just felt like that fight, I don't know, maybe Metals was a step ahead of everyone else.
Well, with Trake's out of play, I mean, with him getting the first pick, it goes to a 3v2, suddenly it's at you. Like,
yeah.
You went from a 3v4 to basically a 3v2 in an instant, and okay, yeah, that becomes a very winnable situation.
They're just not on the same page. And in Black Ops 7, you have to be. couple of steps ahead. And
well, that's what we talk about in Hardpoint or Search, like just needing to beat these tight setups sometimes, like where Trakes is maybe able to help a little bit earlier before everybody else is dropped. Especially a map like Colossus, like, hey, you know how quick it can be. Well, we're gonna right back to it. We like the party over at Statue, so let's do that party all night long.
We're throwing more stat graphics at this to just continue to curse these guys.
Yep, 100%. Super gets one with a pistol. That will be it. Just dunked on. Ravens with the pressure early, and well, their dominance has all been Statue side.
Well, and yeah, that's just sort of one of the more default setups. You go 2 through P1, 2 through low Statue, nade stuns connect, and you just fly. It's exactly what they did. But yeah, you're gonna see everything just gotta blow up. Super, he's trying to hit a jump snipe there. Stuns, nades connect, like nobody can help. We are weak here. Lurks, Nero, they find a clean 2.
It's funny because I remember we casted this actually in Qualifier 1, and I think I made the comment that like Ravens sort of out heretics. Do you remember that series? Like it was Major 1, and like Heretics were on the back foot the entire time. Like Ravens were just flying, which is kind of how we think of Heretics a lot of the time. It's kind of happening again, bro. I don't know if it's something with this particular matchup, but I mean that's going back months, but it might end up being a similar result. I think it was a 3-1 for Ravens.
All right.
Exceed though. Looking for another opening if he can into a 1v2 quickly here. Sees one, has to hit that, not able to connect. Became very interesting if he did hit it. Still winnable. Hoping for pressure and maybe to get his stabby on. But now we'll extend this 1v2. As he'll reposition. Same can be said for the opposite side. See how this plays out.
They're just rolling together right now. It's just all about sort of these timings throughout the map. See, not able to find another gun. I think that's what he was looking for. But he's gonna get that bomb. Snipe still in hand, and while you are giving him absolutely nothing if you're Rancor and Metals. Pretty much saying you can plant the bomb, we're cool with retaking.
We gave you your one chance. Not trying to give you a chance at a peek again. And he's just gonna fly right in between both players, get dropped. He had his chance, just had to hit that snipe.
Yeah, he had a nice little snipe trade at the start, right? Super gets 1, and then Exceed follows it up into the 3 versus 3, but finally Miami able to close out that round with numbers. Good stuff from them, and yeah, give Exceed absolutely nothing. I mean, Metals even played that super safe. Didn't even hold the stairs. Wanted to make sure that he would just run into both of them. Here's a little trades at the beginning. Seed was there. Ready for that second one is, yeah, well, another opening dual win there for Super.
2 guys have hit the most snipes in the league so far, continuing to hit snipes. Might be the only thing the only graphic that the trend is continued in this matchup. Everything else may have been a lie. But we're slamming monsters, getting twisted, enjoying some Call of Duty action. As Rancor looks for angles, Super, maybe another chance here for a snipe. Tries to get across. Doesn't look like Super hits it, but it sets up his teammates in the backline to go 2 for 1. So one player back there in Lurks. Rancor is trying to play his life, get back to his teammates. Trakes kind of loses the tracking there and loses the gunfight. Smoke out. Now we're into the madness. 1v2.
Yeah, check
for Exceed
this.
again.
He's just hoping someone runs into him. And well, Rancor, he's got a better gun for it. But that is just all the info that Rancor gets right away. And I'm surprised Carolina just runs into that. I mean, they're playing with confidence. It's what they've been doing on defense so far. But they got spotted, and Rancor gets enough early info where he's saying, guys, they're just hitting through B. So they were set up for it in lobby, able to close out the round.
Rancor's cheesing, closes out the round. Now finding some flow here as they bring it back to 2-2. On the first blood side, Heretics, you're leading that 3-1. They found the bloods, now starting to turn in some round wins, and Rancor team on his back for now. It's 5 straight for him after a monster round there. It's 3 or 4 in the round, just takes over. Trakes and Lurks.
You see him? I guess he saw him.
Yeah, I guess Lurks will technically get the blood. Craze gets a little bit of help from Nero. Metals now, 1v3. We've been into like a 1v2, 1v3, or 1v1. It feels like so fast.
Well, I mean, our defensive teams have just been kind of taking shots, right? They've just been running. A lot of the times on this map, you kind of play around the sniper, you play slow, play a default, just get info, line up some nades, play a little retake action. That has not been the case throughout these 5 rounds. Teams just taking turns. How are we running at A, running through B?
I was about to say, I don't know how he gets this done with a sub. So, all right, now it's an AR.
He's got both now.
Yeah. It makes it a little more winnable if he can just rip somebody and get a pick.
Like 2% more?
Yeah, not much more. not much at all. He'll get dropped. Around win to Ravens. They answer back after losing back-to-back.
I mean, getting a 3-on-3, and then, I guess Trey just sees Trakes there. Maybe a name or saw him cross, whatever it is. Just knows to check that. But you're kind of relying on Trakes to make the play.
Well, I don't know who even got shots in first, him or Nero, because Nero actually got the kill.
Well, I just think Trey saw him get there.
Yeah.
Like, he's in this corner, guys. Like, let's just jump him.
He got jumped successfully. Yeah. Back and forth we go, similar to the map 1.
Yeah, I guess the question is going to be, is someone going to slow down on defense? Or maybe you're just trying to not to give the snipers a chance to get comfortable?
I think that's why I made that comment in Ninja War. Like, I thought these teams kind of played a similar way at times. Like, they want to run at you. Ravens just kind of their best stretch really was that end of Qualifier 1 when Heretics were still starting to get this stuff figured out. We're thinking Heretics for this matchup because, well, Heretics have found their flow now as they're on 5 straight, similar to what, well, that's what Ravens did at the end of that qualifier with 5 straight. Trakes going, opening it up, add another blood to the Heretics tally.
That's great tracking through the smoke. It really is. And then he just goes right for the bomb plant, uses that smoke to his advantage. Plus you have Super over top. Hello, sir. Still in numbers as Super wanted to keep going.
Yeah. He's pretty confident. But the fact is he gets one. Needed to get one and was able to do that. Trakes is very wet and stinky. Just laying in this nasty pool of water. Nice win from Metals. Pick up tunnel. You went on the other side as well. All smiles there.
Yeah, nothing worse than like, when your socks get damp.
Yeah.
It's not great.
No, it's not comfortable at all. There, you see another shot of very soggy is Trakes.
Maybe those CDL uniforms, though. It must be waterproof.
That's true. Probably are. Replay to see the snipe from Super one more time. Easy by his standards.
Yeah, he doesn't even see this, so he puts a shot in, just not ready for that angle.
Yep, adios.
Maybe he's ready for it, but they're down a man. Have to retake. He's just hoping to pick somebody.
3-3 we go. Is it aggression out of Heretics? Yeah, it looks a lot like round 1. Where they're just pushing it out B side.
There's
First to pick that up is going to be number 6 in Lurks. He's got to Nero. He's got to either stay up, or get a kill, and he's going to get both. That is okay. That just won the round.
In Miami, they're just playing off Rentor stun, right? Rentor stuns the A side, and then they just want to go through B, but not ready for Papa Nero. His bomb is planted, and now he's hunting for the ace. There's going to be number 3. Won't get the 4th, but he wins his team the round.
Yeah, that is sensational.
He will win his team the round, right? Yes, he will. Okay.
He end up getting all of them?
No, just 3. Because he died.
Oh, yeah. But that's literally that situation we talk about all the time. Like, get info. Hopefully you can stay alive. Maybe get one if they catch you.
Yeah,
but
normally you want like this, after the first, like maybe just run back to A.
The fact that it's Reachhouse and he's like, I'm going to kill the whole team. How about that?
Cool with it. You're on double digits. Do what you want.
Yep. Nero, monster round out of him. And, well, it's fun. I mean, it was all about the AR matchup. We thought the advantage to Heretics, but Exceed outdoes you in map 1. Nero outdoing you in map 2. Hasn't been about the snipers maybe as much as we thought it would. Nero just right back to work. 12-4, gunning you to sleep. 15 seconds into the round, and Rancor suddenly in a 1 versus 4, but hold your horses. Can he get away with his life? Can he get back to full HP? Not going to happen. They'll send everybody, hunt him down. Round again to Ravens.
Great shooting out of Rancor right there, I'll tell you what.
Well, better shooting out of Nero, baby.
Yeah, but just so quick again. Not only is he just shouldering this, but again, just giving the info from to his team, because they are running down tunnel. Pretty much just saying, do what you need to do.
It's just so funny. I joked with him about Exceed match.
I'm not even looking at him.
And then I joked with you. I'm like, unless Nero plays like the best player in the world, which he does sometimes.
He does do sometimes.
Which he does do.
On 13
Here
now.
It is.
On 13.
5-5 team looking for that 6th win.
In a big win.
A big win. Big win. Their final match. I think Heretics probably already safe for T6. Ravens.
Well, this would just be another match where, like, again, we're trying to figure out sort of where everyone is, and then we're like, yeah, Miami, they're starting to separate themselves. Yeah, well, just not.
Nope, we're right back to Optic Good. Everyone else, we don't know. Yes. Well, you're going to crawl out to Super Sniper. You're probably dead. Nero, his hot streak comes to an end for now. Heretics got to rip off 3 straight. Super. Adds to the tally, picking everybody apart.
This is what I mean. He's just everywhere, right? Starts it off towards the P1, then he goes towards the B side. Teams are trying to avoid him, but so quick on the rotations, and when he finds the first 2 kills, it is clean for Heretics.
No, it's like hide and seek or whatever you want to call whack-a-mole. Like, well, where is he going to be? So good at repositioning, so good at finding the angles. Super gets you your first 2, and Trakes will close it out. That's one part of a 3-part story now. If they can make this comeback happen, we'll see a snipes one more time from Super. 3 and 7, not having a great one. First flick, he takes 1 bullet. Nero also takes 1 bullet. Super's bullets are much stronger. And after the reposition for the second snipe. Here we go. Round 10. Can you stop Super Snipe? Can you stop the playmaking for Rancor, or does Nero just take over? It's like, boys, let me go. Let me get loose.
Yeah, I think you're playing slow, just sort of, all right, what can you find us? I mean, the guy is literally trying to find any info, shouldering back and forth, but Ravens are like, all right, let's just not let him win a round.
Yeah.
This is what they've been doing. Then they start to go out towards A. They're starting to hunt.
Well, these nades connect. Not gonna happen. Craze will get the first. Metals with a double though, and that'll be the difference maker. Pops, I thought a third, but it's actually 2 from Exceed. Nero closes it out, and that is a search and destroy done. So screw every graphic we showed you coming into this.
I told you we were gonna curse him.
None of that mattered. Heretics have been the best map 1 team.
Don't matter.
Up there is the best search team. Does not matter whatsoever. Ravens coming and shock them. It's a masterclass from Exceed the map 1. Nero drops a bomb in map 2. We might still go the distance, but I still think map 3 is where I gave the best shot for Ravens. You said maybe map 4, so they are in as good a spot as you could ask. 14 for Nero.
Yeah, 14 from Nero, but yeah, just the entire team on point. Craze also has almost 1,200 damage. Did a solid map out of Rancor. Super Snipes were hitting throughout a couple of those rounds, but fact is, I mean, you had the one, round 1 where you had the 4 versus 3 kind of threw away, but honestly, yeah, you props to Ravens, just how they played that, how quick they were. Even in that last round, you slowed it down, but then you all go together. So as soon as the fight starts, you're just in a better spot for the trades if you are Ravens.
Obvious AR advantage to Heretics.
Don't matter.
Clearly does not matter at all. Snipe advantage to Super. Clearly doesn't matter at all. I mean, he hit some snipes, but Exceed did his job, and the other side ends at 5 and 4, and you let Nero take over, but not where we thought we'd be after 2. A chance here for a big 3-0 for Ravens. When you talk about map win percentage, they were probably the team in the most trouble. I think they were sitting around like 18 and 20. They get a big 3-0 here. Who the hell knows how this all plays out? Series continues on, though, after the break.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL. Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to phasevegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Starter ranks, you gotta slide over to the iconic Vegas sign for a quick photo. Then drop into the playground made for adults. And then go swimming with sharks at the Shark Reef Aquarium. Now at the next level, full send the obstacles at Spy Ninja's Adventure Park. Then get active at Lake Las Vegas Water Sports. For the ultimate experience, take a helicopter tour of the Grand Canyon. Then jump off an 800-foot building at Sky Jump. And that's how you make your Champs weekend unforgettable.
we are back. Major 3 tickets are on sale. We're about to head to Major 2, but tickets already here to head to Atlanta. It's going to be a pro-am. It's going to be a whole hell of a lot of fun. May 15th to 17th, you should come, tune in, say hello to Joe and I. We're going to have a glorious time. Joe's going to be wearing a swimsuit.
Yeah, there's a good chance. It's going to be May in Georgia. So, yeah, there's always a chance.
It's going to be real humid, and I'm going to be indoors.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's going to be a classic sort of style event. And I think day one, we're off with like 4 streams there because it is a pro-am. So
hell yeah.
It's going to be one to check out.
Hell yeah. It'll be a lot of fun. We got a lot of variety this year based on locations, different types of events with how Birmingham's playing out, with how Atlanta's playing out. It's poised to be a whole hell of a lot of fun as we get deeper into the year, but we still have a lot of action to come to you for the 2026 season, and we'll see how much action we have to come for you for this series. Could be one more map, could be 2, could be 3. I don't know, but we've been talking about these super ARs and how good they've been really across everything. This Miami duo has been so good, but that has not been the story so far in this series.
Yeah, this is their stats and overload throughout the month of March, so you can see what they have been doing, not only finding the kills, putting the damage in, but also putting some scores on the board. They've been doing it all. I mean, they really have. Just leading so many stat categories that we've been tracking, but now down 0-2, so it doesn't matter at all.
Down 0-2 and heading into, at least what Joe and I thought were probably your 2 best opportunities to get map wins for Ravens. We're through the overload and through the Blackheart map 4. See if we even get to the Blackheart. Heretics boys got to dig deep now. They've been, listen, it's hard when you're just, I don't know, you're just on this streak. You haven't been losing at all. You've been kind of running through teams for the most part. Now you run into a bit of a hurdle here, down 0-2.
We're just still throwing more.
Dude, come on,
we're throwing more at it.
Throw a bad stat for Heretics, and let's see if that changes things. Holy hell. Because nothing has been true. All of life is a lie. Shout out enable, it's a simulation. He's an idiot.
Well, this is one Scar overload. When Ravens made all their team changes, went on that run to end stage 1, like this was their home. So they have not played this much.
This would be a real shitty
throughout stage 2. I think they've only played it one time. They're 0-1. So this is when they started to turn it around in overload.
Rancor, it's like time to light it up. 3 straight for him. The turret gets moving on forward. They call him the Spanish Sam LaRue, as that'll be 1 put on through. Defense good enough to make sure they're not pinned in. Actually, some big kills there from Ravens. Just make sure they're going to get out of blue and get forward, because it could have got ugly quickly.
Yeah, I mean, great start there for Miami, right? You've had a really slow start in this series, but it felt like the guns were starting to get hot there, especially Rancor in map number 2. And well, he started off with that triple. He's up to 4 now, and well, Miami just right back to it.
Okay, so ignore what I said. I thought Ravens, good job getting out. You're going to get a good position to not have these chained together, but that's exactly what will happen as Heretics able to win the next wave of fights. You clear the line again if you are Ravens, but you're already 60 seconds into an 0-2 hole. Bottom side of the map will be the next spawn. Trying to find a timing on through his Lurks, hoping to get into green and get in behind enemy lines, but he's going to get picked up mid-map, and the pressure is still flowing forward. Rancor is trying to get in around blue and disrupt. Able to get 1 before the heads turn and burn.
Yeah, I thought he was going to find a timing there. Nobody was going to pick that up.
I thought he was going to get 2, yeah.
But at least able to find 1. That's going to be another 4 dead. Now, what do you want to do with this if you're super? A couple of players off spawn, so you have to follow Trakes. And well, they heard him or they saw him, so just able to slow him down, but you have possession.
I thought he threaded the needle flare for a second.
Yeah, I thought he was going to make the play instead. You're just going to chill.
Oh, Nero nearly able to make the play up the mid-cut, but I think Metals gets some shots in. Trakes immediately off spawn green. He's able to get some damage in as well. It'll be a dead ball for a moment out towards boats, and a clearance again from Ravens. Now can they turn this into some offense? Number 1, a chance to disrupt all this. That's Trakes with the angle over from Motel. He's at least traded efficiently. For the first time, a chance for some offense. Comes down to a 1-on-1. Nah, I lied to you. 1-on-2, Super able to get into position to shut that down. A chance though for Ravens.
No, it wasn't 1-on-1, but yeah, you just had 1 more player back there, so he was able to win that, get that trade on a green.
I thought he won the 1-on-1 he was scoring.
He could get there. It was close. It was darn close.
That last 5 feet feel like it's a mile.
And now, I mean, it is. You blink, you get 6 kills in a row, and they were at the end point, and they score towards B. A beautiful wrap through Motel out of Miami. They are quick right now.
Yeah, that's a counter. That is a counter. Happens so fast. Beautiful. There from Heretics. 3-0, over 2 to play. EMP in hand again. This might be a 4-0 half for the Swiftness, depending on what you get from Rancor and Super. That's just ripped from the window, ripped in the back line. Let's head to half. Done.
Monster finally hit, I think.
There we go. Yeah.
Monster finally hit here for Heretics. They are so quick on the map. I mean, you get 2 scores within the first 60 seconds. Finally start to fight back a bit if you're Ravens. You get a nice chance. You get blink after that chance. And the third one is going into B.
Yeah, it's just, dude, it felt... I mean, you've talked a lot about how this side's become so good. Like, you get pinned in blue, and it's a nightmare. For the most part, after the scores, like, Ravens found all the kills to at least get out to mid-map, like, get out. But then that next wave... They got
it was
stomped.
like 3-4 dead.
Yeah, over and over again. Like, I thought they did a pretty good job. I almost want to say I thought they did a good enough job to not get 4-0'd, but they still got 4-0'd.
Yeah, it was just the skirmishes, I think, around their base. It was just never messy enough. A lot of the times it feels like nades, stuns,
Maybe the nades weren't on point. Could be as simple as that, honestly.
But you can see possession right there, 82% for Miami, and well, that is just in the score as well, 4-0. They were rolling. You got a chance if you're Ravens, though. Full 5 minutes, and you put up more than 4 on this side.
Okay, they flip it on its head. Need some big gunfight wins out towards mid, but everyone going to be spawning. Plain side of the map. Getting in behind enemy lines will be Exceed on your screen.
He wants them to go.
Unfortunately, nobody really home. He's only going to be able to pick up players off a spawn. They've only been able to get 1 kill. That was a nightmare. Not what you want at all. Exceed is able to get that 1 kill off a spawn. Rancor's just going to try and go, though. Has his teammate with him. All right, you stop him before the goal goes through. Big shutdown there from Ravens. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
Yeah, it's always tough as a player, right? Because if C gets through and he's like, yo, boys, like, if you can get the EMP, like, we're good. Like, I'm here. I already have the cutoff. But the problem is like, sometimes when you say that to your teammate, it kind of, rushes you, right? Makes you a little bit uncomfortable. And I think they just get caught trying to go for that EMP to get to Exceed. So, Heretics now on the attack.
Yeah, it's still in a dangerous position. Super. They'll have a streak. Him and Rancor, maybe not the start you want in the series, but they're starting to fire on all cylinders here in the map 3.
Yeah, Nero's scoreline on this one.
Yeah, not quite as good. Which, weirdly, this is the one where I thought maybe, despite Heretics play, like, Ravens have been a solid overload team. Thought maybe the opportunity, but I just might as well say I have no idea, apparently, what's going to go on in this series. So, I'm fine with that. Makes it fun for me.
Say that all year, really.
Yeah, no, we have over and over again. Broken records at this point. Trakes, get EMP. Good luck with that one. That would have been filth if he got the kill in the top window.
Well, he's just like, Super, where are you, buddy? I know you're top green. Can you shoot this guy for me? No? All right, well, I'm going to die. But the good thing is the Super is still alive, and he's just lurking. And this is all you really want to do. Obviously, keep it out of their hands, but just slow down the map, continue to find kills, force them to run at you. And well, Super is still alive. Now 4 in a row, 14-6. Can we make it 15?
Exceeds kill on EMP, delayed it a bit, but didn't delay it enough. 5-0 now. His Super streak comes to an end. But really, the entire team lighted up around even or massively positive. Double positive right now, Rancor and Super. What you expected from this AR duo. Looking like they'll get a win here. Not done yet, but they do, and we got ourselves a series. And Exceed, who has been the surge for them, I guess, in Overload. He's not having one now. He had that incredible map 1, but he has 6 kills across 8 minutes of play.
I mean, Scar's just a blender. It really.
Oh no, he is in the super mega. They're making a large shake.
What's mixed in there?
Exceeds body parts.
Oh, I was thinking like Oreos.
Oh, okay. Well, 1 score does go through for Ravens.
I was really hoping it was like Oreos or.
No, it's Exceed.
Ah, good.
Yeah, he's in the blender, just getting cut to bits.
Are you still going on this?
Add some strawberries for flavor. Craze winning a fight, but you finally get a score now for Ravens. And that's 3 dead. So Heretics will be on the offense again. That'll be 4 dead. Everybody coming off a spawn. All the map control you want. Nades have got to hit, and the nades will hit. Can you stop the score, and can you counter quickly? EMP still here, and that'll be another one. 6-1.
And now they have the trap on this side. And this is the best part, right? You're up 5, you got 90 seconds left. You want those stats to look good. They can look even better. Or you can try to score the 8. Maybe you're even give up a little bit. But fact is, this has just been an onslaught.
Absolutely. No, it's good work.
Super has, he's 22-8. Doesn't have double-digit deaths.
No. This has been not close at all. Finally, one of the lovely graphics prepared by our production team made sense. Possession is balanced a little bit over this second half, but still dominant from Heretics. Chance to close it out. EMP still in a deadly spot. Lurks is pushing up one side, trying to get kills. Rancor's getting it done with every gun imaginable.
I mean, time-wise, it's over. So this one's done.
Oh, yeah.
Run towards on 5 in a row, though, continues to put them in the trap, trying to slide on a trays. They're just hoping to get this last one in.
Yeah, Lurks is just like, I'm going to try and get some kills over here. Battle back towards even.
Yeah.
Exceed. I mean, that might have been the definition of hell in a map for him. That had to have been brutal.
I mean, Nero, at least Nero has 20,
trapped.
but Nero's got 27 deaths, so he was really...
Well, I mean, you were battling off a spawn, half your spawns. I'm just picking a number, but it wasn't good. It wasn't fun, unless you're a Heretics member. Heretics, dominant from beginning to end, and now we may have ourselves a series. We're heading into what should be a solid hard point for Ravens, but now it feels like the guns are getting hot, and maybe the advantages you expected to see from this Heretics team coming to fruition.
Yeah, I think if you are Heretics, right, going into a major, maybe last weekend, we kind of know we're in the bracket, like you're testing map a little bit. Just fact is, we're going to a Blackheart. They have not seen a Blackheart this entire stage, where this is Ravens, yeah, their best hard point throughout the stage. So, chance to close it out here.
We'll see if they can actually get it done. Just want to shake off that map 3. Pretend it did not happen. It was the absolute grueler for the Ravens side of it. Stats are going to be about as lopsided as you can see in an overload. We'll take a look at them.
Oh, I mean, 1,200 damage isn't good.
1,200 damage and 8 kills. Yeah, no. Yeah. At least it was 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a great shout, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe he was going for that.
maybe he was. He saw it. He's like, I don't need more kills.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
But no, just not a pretty one for Exceed. Not to take away from what he's done in this series. Had a just a well-rounded map 2. Had an incredible map 1, but whew.
I mean, we can only talk about what's in front of us, and that's what was in front of us. Right?
Yeah, that was a stinker.
But it started right from the get-go. I mean, 2 within 60 seconds. Had a little bit of a fight back in that first half if you were Ravens, but it wasn't for long. You get the 4th one on the board. And then when you're up 4, I mean, there's just, you take it slow, you had the extra streak. You're asking a lot if you're Ravens to get back into that.
Well, you're hoping you could just get into a similar situation. Yeah. Get them pin blue and really take your time early to get some scores, but they didn't really ever have much of a chance. I mean,
Miami didn't even really play defense.
No, their defense was at midfield.
Yeah. One time, it was one time on the first half. That was about it.
Blowout there. Heretics. That's what we expected to see from them. They'll get it done 7-1. We get ready for the Blackout Hardpoint and see if Heretics can push this to a map 5. Heretics just trying to, keep battling for that number 2 seed. On the other side of this, Carolina is trying to avoid kind of that play-in match, because who the hell knows what'll happen there. And with their performance on land last time, you'd love to go in with 2 chances.
Well, I think the problem too with the play-in, depending on how the seeds go in, it's like most of the time I feel like it's a team, around your caliber.
Not Paris.
Yeah, no, there's a chance it's Gentlemates or it's a phase. Like there are some scary opponents depending on that seed.
No, 100%. It could be not the plan we expected, just due to some of the results across this qualifier. But okay, we continue on. I got a feeling we're going 5. I don't know. I just after seeing Heretics start to light it up, I got a feeling they're going to be going 5. Can Nero take over? Can Exceed bounce back? Gonna see some stats from Craze and Exceed. We go back to the map 1, and yeah, I mean, Exceed map 3 stinker, but map 1 was sensational. Led the lobby in damage, led the lobby in kills. Craze was right there with him. Everything you want to come in and steal a map 1.
Yeah, and if you're talking Blackheart with what we saw yesterday from this squad, honestly, I think you're looking at a player who's not on that screen, and that to me is Lurks.
Lurks, yeah.
Yeah, he was incredible yesterday here, and he can get going on Blackheart.
Okay. You're just hoping you can't let Heretics get comfortable, man. Get some of these God ARs to their strong spots. Headies around the hard point and chopping you up. Hope to make the game easy, be ahead on Roto. We'll see. High fives out. Heretics ready to try and roar back into this, pull off the reverse sweep. Series stats so far from Rancor.
He still has a 1-3. Well, I guess that one.
Yeah,
really,
I'm sure. Yeah. I think that map 3 helped a lot.
Down 2-1 with a 1-3. Is this Stellium?
True. Yeah, no. FaZe get 3-0'd. Cell has a 1-5. Oh, well, that's impressive, I guess. Shout out Vanguard. All right, map 4 in our best of 5. See if Ravens can close it out. I'm kind of hoping to see a raid map 5. Raid map 5s have been lit. It's been a fun map. I'm shocked. Who would have thought raid would still be good? Well, Metals, we'll see you later. But Rancor, we'll find one. Trakes get to the action before he is gone, and it's just trade. But dude, I think falling off the map, edge to Ravens.
Yeah, never what you want at P1, and well, I see right back to it. He said, Hardpoint, I can play. And well, he is playing Hardpoint right now. Opens it up with a triple. Give them this early time. You're playing a little bit safe here, but some splits come in. So how do you want to play this if you are Trace? He wants to go, but now you flip the map if you're Ravens, still 25 seconds left. Similar to map 1, I mean, you were just getting blanked if you are Miami on the first hill.
Yeah, P1s. First P1s, real good for Ravens. Number 6 in Nero. Trying to get out. He's going to be in a 1 versus 2, and he's going to drop, but you'll take all this time. It'll be potentially close to 40 seconds again. One more push at this, though. Heretics will go, and won't get quite that much time, but still 35 to 1.
Well, you get a 4
and you got
dead.
spawns. Yeah, and a 4 dead right as new pops, and Lurks is cooking in your kitchen. 6 straight.
Yeah, I don't know how good of a cook he is, but
Probably not good. I'm
The
guessing
fact is-
PB&Js and some nuggets.
chicken nuggets. Yeah, your diet. I love that. I love that. But has the Hellstorm earned in nothing but perfection? You see why they love this map. Just setting it up. You had Nero on the one side early, then Lurks, but again, finding that 4 dead before P2 popped. Woo! I mean, Carolina looking good here.
You said something also is actually true. Lurks would be the guy, and well, Lurks has been the guy. Quadruple positive to kick us off, and the lead continues to grow. Similar to map 1, I mean, Ravens went up pretty strong through the first 2 hard points. That's when Heretics really started to find their footing, but I feel like their feet have been cut off at the opening of this point. Just not 1 point through 2 hard points. That is tough.
I mean, you are in a violent mood when it comes to these words today.
Yeah,
Often.
I had the flu, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know.
My
For me,
God.
a violent man.
Yeah, well, the problem is compared to map 1, you also have a little bit of extra, right? You have the streak
True.
on Lurk. So if you want to use this now and just kind of blow this team wide open, you could have. But they decide not to worry about that right now, so a chance to fight back. But Heretics, they're trying to get back into this game here at this P3. Let's go to the comms for Miami.
Abre una de medio.
No, pegado muerto. He picado this.
Puede haber otro más.
Va a tener un tiro.
Otro más, otro fondo.
Ya, no.
Oye.
Nasco larga, vamos a rotar. Tú.
Tiro submarino.
Va a pillar el medio,
Sí, pillar el medio. Izquierda, fondo.
Medio no
Madera.
quedando.
Weak loose. Seguro. Nice.
Va a haber otro más en el submarino, super. Vale, siguiendo.
Sí, gente colada, hay gente colada.
Estoy esperando al
demasiado.
fondo.
Pasada.
¿Qué tiene?
Sí,
El submarino, dos más, del puntón del
Está
punto.
solo.
Una bala, luz.
Yo medio.
Tiene para el fondo, mírate los
No está un
3.
tiro.
Sí, no lo veo.
No hace nada, no hace nada.
Mándalo al
Voy a la
medio.
derecha.
No sé.
Está en el punto, en el punto.
Seguro muerto.
Otro más, esto al fondo. En el play.
Fondo muerto. Hago chalio, super.
Voy a pinchar medio, ¿vale?
Está en
Izquierda, Outer. Estoy pinchando medio,
muerto.
Yo cara.
Ya,
Vale, de cara.
Tocado, todo de cara.
Estoy esperando. Doble muy tocado.
Tengo el pinch.
Como Nero.
Vale.
Voy pinchando medio, ¿vale?
Está muerto. Otro
Te miro por encima, si quieres. Una bala, uno, son dos dobles.
Muy tocado. Bueno, otro más.
Voy a ver para el nivel.
Tiro pina anterior. Bueno, Nico. Nacen P3. O fondo P2.
Amarillo, uno con los izquierdos. Una bala. Vete.
Son dos de cruce.
Pueden hacer pedazos.
Pasé.
Super struggles continue. Lurks continues to be absolutely twisted, but Trakes has made some plays on his side of things.
Yeah, I think you take this, though, if you're Miami. You're not that far out of this. And when we got to the listening, we saw that Hellstorm called in, but it was with 25 seconds left.
Yep.
So, like, I think if they used that earlier, this scoreline is different. Instead, you kind of spawn them out for the P3. Now, Trace has a Hellstorm plus a break here. Miami about to be right back into it.
I mean, this has been BO7 all year. Now it seems to be Heretics' turn. Bit of finesse, beautiful finesse from Trakes. He's the bait, and Metals is the closer. Pressure again from the front. The streak continues. The streak will end. Ends on 7 as Trakes goes mental. You're right back in this, down 30. Looking for Super to turn it around a bit. Sub in hand here. He's been so terrific, but a slow start in this one. But yeah, they're battling.
Yeah, and this is where it started for Ravens. So can you do it again here back at that P1? But Trace has just been getting loose, getting lost. Able to find the opener, hoping somebody can follow him up. Or just trying to buy as much time as you can onto the contest. And, well, that's going to be a double for Rentor. Taking a little ride on the merry-go-round. There is 3. There's a break.
Beautifully done. Now their turn to soak up some of this time. Eventually push through on the flip. Rancor's trying to finesse for now. Oh, that's who ends up taking a second gunfight. 3 will drop. Ravens will fight back in. Big break from them because the wheels were coming off. That was a great surge there from Heretics.
Yeah, I mean, that was like your chance to take the lead there if you were Heretics, potentially flip them into that P2 and really run away with the game. But Ravens fight back, and they needed to fight back. Just Super's now trying to take this route. Well, you can see he's going to give number 1 a spawn. That's going to be Trace, but Nero's ready for that. Great read from him, and he snaps onto this second. So Nero is making sure he is anchoring for this P2.
No, that battle, that one big fight at the P1. Look at what this has turned into.
I mean, just the fact that he reacts to Trace spawning there. I think he's just looking for 1, but knows there's 2 there. That is unreal stuff from him.
Nero, who had, I think, 2 minutes and 45 seconds of the hard point in the map 1, already at 1:20 now, soaking and making plays. Love to see it out of Nero. In trouble, though, is shots come in from everywhere. Pressure to Craze to get it done, not able to do it. And that's a huge break now for Heretics. Still, big chunk here, 40 seconds left to go. Ravens, though, can they break and battle back in? 1 map away from a massive 10 points in the CDL. Comms now from Ravens.
Time's weak.
There's 2 in time. There's 2 in time.
Nice, one more.
Not even.
All good.
He's front side time. He's just sitting front. No, he went back to back side time. Just make sure we rotate.
Yeah, they could go. I'm nading over here.
Here.
Oh, Trace,
out of pipes, damn.
Let's be to me. That's fine. Last guy's new.
Last guy's brand new.
They spawn there. One's on me in the back, yep.
That's fine.
Let's repitch front.
I'm already fucking.
I'm sitting in the way. I'm sitting back way right now. Front, Trace. Two. They spawn out. 2 spawn out. I'm
Both of them.
One more in the back. He's on the block. I got to split. They're spawning P2. You're back time. You're back.
Super dead.
They're both.
Oh, right towards weak.
Rancor's dead. On back time. Weak.
I'm shot him. They're gonna spawn the back on you. Nice. One spawn wall. One did. One spawn wall.
I'm in close, guys. Back right.
Absolutely. Oh no, he's weak. Weak right side square.
I'm reaching square.
Square on me. No square.
Zombie time, front side.
I left shot.
Front side time, dead. One more back side time.
Left shot. Barely.
Super.
Hard square,
one time.
One shot. Heard you.
Square, weak, Superman.
Super dead.
Nice, good shit. Come on.
Lower him.
Nice job. There's still 20 back. There's still 20 back. We should turn. I'm backing up. They're gonna take her out.
Back ramp. There's 2 ramps. There's 2 ramps. 2 on you.
One's weak on time, Tricks, and one's square.
We go Tricks.
We're gonna spawn out.
Hit out front.
We're gonna spawn out. We're gonna spawn out.
I'm dead.
One shot P1.
Yo, kill the guy on.
Okay.
Oh, dead.
Absolutely P1 super. I don't know where he went.
One could be out. One could be outer pipes.
Joe, what do you see at the tail end of that hard point?
Yeah, I think you had after the 3-piece there from Lurch, you heard them talking to listen, like, all right, we're gonna spawn them at old. Let's flip the map. I just think you have to be ready for those next gunfights. They kind of just get caught out of position, and then you die with 10 seconds left and go into a 3 dead. Well, you're still putting pressure on, though, and you have the spawn, so whatever happened may not matter. I just thought that was a really good chance to execute, potentially close the game out, but you have given Heretics a chance.
That's because Lurks has just been walking through players. I think he got you 2 to get the pressure here. Heretics have fought back. Super will push it out on one side of it and take a 1-on-1. And Metals will try to continue holding from the point. Just got to keep reinforcing this. Not desperation time yet, but you're chipping at this. Down 20. Metal still finessing inside, gets caught reloading. Numbers are gonna be here for Ravens. You'll give this up now if you were Miami and try to get set up for next. Pressure to Rancor.
Yeah, I mean, Trace and Rentor, they've been holding here for about 10 seconds already. So, yeah, they're going all in. We still have a Hellstorm on Trace to play with. 40 seconds needed, though, for Ravens. All in on this P5 rotation. So far, so good. But pressure now over to Metals, and does that flip the spawns? It's gonna make it messy. Splits on both sides.
Splits on both sides. Streak gonna be coming in. Trace, I saw not moving off a spawn, so that's gonna be the Hellstorm in from him. We'll hop to his POV, see what he can find. Still have Rancor inside of the point. Leading everybody with your hardpoint time. Nero's gonna get dropped by the Streak. Heretics still inside, down 20, here we go.
I mean, that is best case scenario, right? Because the map was all over the place. Sometimes with those Hellstorms, there's a team kill, but his teammates win both the one-on-ones where he can readjust that Hellstorm and just focus on the middle of the map. And then he's blocking a spawn. So you're able to get the spawns, find a good chunk of time, but still 20 seconds here. Here come Ravens.
Oh, nice movement there out of Trakes to at least find one. We'll see if Ravens can get these final 10 to 12 seconds.
And Lurks is up to 42.
Yeah, Lurks has been absolutely piecing. The guy was very hungry coming to this map 4. It's a monster map out of him on record pace. In this map 4, back to a huge P1. Super with the first. Can they follow it up and get the break inside? Not quite able to do it yet. Is trying to figure out where spawns are coming in. Super can't win the second.
Craze.
Advantage over to Ravens. Craze with a big play. Nero trying to stab butts, but to get it done with the gunning, he sees on 3 in a row.
Now you got to go 15 more seconds. Craze just playing a lurk spot here. Other pressure is going to be towards Dub Window, and that is not what you want. Not sure how that happens to Exceed, but they've had some hero holds, and they're trying to do it again as Nero in a one-on-one. But you have a lifeline here if you are Heretics.
They got the P2 spawns. Can they get to a P2? Still time to battle here inside of the P1. 11 to go for the win for Ravens. They continue to trade effectively enough that they've not given up a ton of time. About 15 remaining inside of the hardpoint. Heretics have got to contest, and they've got to hold. I think they've got the tick. Ravens can win it here. You got to hold the spawns, and you've got to get a break inside. Heretics going to send it. There's the contest. That's all you needed. Now can they have a gargantuan hold here?
Similar to what we saw from Ravens the first P2, you got the kills at the right time. As soon as that new hill pops, you have so much map to work with.
Hold your horses.
And well, we know how this works, right? Ravens are going to slow down, try to group up, so you will not have many pushes at this.
No, you're going to have maybe 2 chances of this, unless it's like a really heavy trade fest on the first push, but advantage so far over to Heretics. Lurks has been your entry guy. He has been everything for you. He's coming back off a spawn and looking to get into the mix. Taking some space towards mid-map. That'll be Trakes. He's got to get one from his position. Not able to do it. It's going to be Lurks that finds the opener again. That first domino will be everything to get on through.
Down to Super.
Down to a 1 versus 1. It's on Super. Tries to hit the pre-fire. Dodging nades. Winning gunfights. And that'll be the dub. We're going 5.
And we know how it works the last push, right? It slows down. And as you said, I thought as soon as Trace died, I was like, Lurks got another opener. But the fact is, at that P1, I don't know what happened to Exceed. He had...
Not sure. Well, he got team naded, didn't he?
It was either his own nade or a team nade.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but...
He was out of it, and that gave Heretics the opening.
And if that's a different hard point where you don't have like the safe-ish room in the back where Super, you have more finesse ability there than some other hard points, like Super in the back box. Lurks' first pick may have led to the break, if that's a different hard point.
Yeah,
that one though,
still had close spawns, which I think is why he played a little bit slower too. He knew his teammates were going to spawn there, so you didn't overchow, which is a great play.
Well, I just think you have the option of doing that too, just from that particular hard point. Like he can kind of play, he can hide a little bit.
Yeah, and you didn't really get anyone out towards the middle of the map right here if you are Miami on this scout play of the game. So again, 25 seconds, you slow down, you do a good job to get some P3 space. Metals, make sure he doesn't die. And while these players off spawn Exceed and Lurks, you're waiting for them if you are Nero and Craze. And yeah, Lurks gets the first, but it does not matter.
And then we saw a nade hit front. I don't know if that was a Heretics player off spawn that naded front, or if that was a nade that missed for Ravens. Like when Super took that last chow.
It's probably
a nade, the teammate nade off spawn.
Yeah, I'm
like right before that fight. Like I thought nade hit.
I think it was a trophy blown up. That's what I looked with.
Oh, I was looking at you. Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. Then just the smoke from that. Okay. That makes way more sense. I thought I saw a nade hit like in that crazy moment, but that is just the smoke from the trophy. Got it. We got smoke from everything. 2-2. To map 5 we go. Teams are battling. That's a gut-wrenching loss for Ravens. Needed 4 more points, but Heretics, well, over the past few years, they have had some exhilarating finishes, and Hardpoint add another one to it.
Yeah, Rencore, 2 minutes in the hill. I mean, the other side, you got 44 from Lurks. Nero matched him in damage.
Super bounced back. Super started real slow.
Yeah,
he was like 5 and 14 or 5 and 13, somewhere in that ballpark.
Talked about the Exceed thing, but another thing that I still, that Hellstorm usage, just don't think that, like, why not just use it right away? If you're gonna use it at that hill.
Yeah, because I think he like called it in about 35 seconds, but by the time it actually hit 25, yeah, 30, somewhere around there. But yeah, maybe just save it.
Because you can see just early on, that P5, or sorry, P4, that's where they get back into the game. That P4, that Hellstorm flipped the spots for them. So it's just not what you want.
Well, here's a look at how this has gone. Not exactly how we expected it, but it has been a fun one and a very important one when you talk about the overall standings. Especially, I think, for Carolina. I mean, Heretic's in a good spot. Carolina, this might be the difference between a play-in or into the top 6.
Well, I think this, or just decided ramping up to the major. We haven't seen a ton of map 5s throughout this stage, so this is what we want.
100%. We started off with a map 5 yesterday in that big FaZe versus Gentlemates match. We've got a map 5 to kick us off here. Heretics a step away from the reverse sweep. Started slow, but trying to finish strong. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.
Black Ops 7 returns to the Esports World Cup in Riyadh this summer. Scan the QR code to be notified when tickets go live later this month. Start the season strong with the 2026 Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL operator by scanning the QR code on screen or check it out in the Call of Duty store in-game now. Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Break was real quick. We're back at it. As soon as players are ready, we'll get into the map 5. Listen, we talked a lot about the search and destroy for Heretics and how good they've been over this qualifiers. The mode they need to get locked in. We're not locked in that map 2. A chance to get it done now in the map 5. We'll see if Super can have the snipes on point. And I mean, Nero just took over in map 2. He did. Yeah, 14.
The Death talked about it. If it gets to a map 5, it is scary for Carolina because this has been Miami's playground, and Carolina have not played this much.
Okay.
Now, everything has been the opposite of kind of what we've talked about.
Outside of a couple things, yeah.
But the fact is, map 2 wasn't great, but it wasn't their map pick if you are Miami, so you did what you had to do, but you get to the game 5.
We take a look at the standings, and you see what we're talking about, how important of a matchup this is. So many teams sitting between 6 and 5 wins. I mean, more than half of the damn league.
And again, top 10 teams qualify, but the 7 through 10 will have a single best of 5 to play for the final 2 seeds.
Yeah, so you're sweating. You want to be top 6.
Yeah, you want to be top 6 to play in the double elim bracket. But it's going to be a very lit Friday in Birmingham.
It certainly is. Some incredible action to come, and I mean, I'm really excited. Like, it's just been a different qualifier with everybody playing each other once, but it's been such a circus that, like, I feel like this major, I'm hoping it's going to be, like, Optic might walk through and win. It kind of feels that way based on how they've been playing, but I feel like a lot of the other matches could be lit based on how this has gone, or at least I'm hoping so, right? Like, it feels like every other match, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, whoever could win.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Yeah. We'll see how it actually plays out, because sometimes...
Well, honestly, that's how a couple of the last Optic tournaments have been. It's like crazy matches everywhere, and then they just 3-0'd everyone.
Yeah,
it was just till that final.
Yeah, no.
Where things just switched up from Paris.
Optic in the driver's seat. Everybody else sitting in the back seat. We're getting ready to go. Map 5 to raid. A good one for Heretics. One for Ravens where we haven't seen it a ton. Who are your players to watch from either side? If you don't say, I mean, it's gotta be Super, okay.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like the boring answer, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go, give me Trakes.
Okay.
Give me Trace.
Yeah.
Going with the subs.
Oh, I like that.
Because, I mean, the search we watched yesterday here between Paris and FaZe, like, the subs were just trying to take any and all timings, and there were some weird rounds.
And Lurks is hot off a 45 or whatever the hell he is, ended up dropping. Monster map, unfortunately, for the loss. Map 5 now. A big map 5 in the scheme of things. Super, not able to connect, screen shaking, and snipe got hidden. Second one, though, it's going to connect. He's not going to miss very often. Metal's trying to get the position for the trade, and there's your guy. Crazy is the one you want to highlight. Gets it done with a sub, gets it done with a pistol. Super's going to get caught and dropped, and now it's all on Rancor. 1 versus 3. He's all in between enemy lines, and he will get dropped. Craze, the difference maker with the multi.
I mean, that is all Craze, though. It's not only the multi, it's the fact he stays alive for so long, because you get the follow-up on the Lurks if you are Super. That was the guy with Craze, so who is your backup now? It's Exceed with a sniper. He tries to go top laundry, but while that's happening, everybody from Miami is flooding inside a ring. So you get the double, you waste a lot of time. Great plays from Craze.
I mean, we saw it's been like a crazy Neptune play there. Like it just feels like once you're out the ring, like almost it feels like you're in the open, like you're in the battle. But there's so much finesse there.
Yeah, just so
there's
much finesse. Climbing up and down statue. I mean, sliding back and forth between the headies.
Lots of bits of cover to get in behind. Craze takeover in the round 1. Rankle will be the low man on the B side of it. It's a fast hit up towards the site. Trakes with the blood. Trakes instantly traded. 3v3 now, and it's a quick transition through mid for Ravens. Rancor's mostly stayed. He transitioned off for a second, but got back in position. Is he gonna get caught, or is he gonna find a kill?
Well, I thought potentially Ravens were just gonna run at him as the solo guy, but instead they're just gonna play this safe. Get this bomb down. Now the question is, did Rancor see lurks, right? Because if he's still inside of money, they might just clear this.
I think that was when he cheated over towards A, and as he got back.
I mean, the fact he gets one is massive.
Yep. 2v2 now. Time dwindling. Exceed spotting. Now backing up. Beautiful stun. That'll connect. Slow down the push. Not going to matter. Rancor is going to slip through. 1 versus 1 now. 15 seconds to go. He's going to drop. Time to get back towards it. And Super should have it. He will have it. Round to Heretics in a wild one. That stun might not have hit. It didn't hit Rancor. It hit the other guy, didn't it?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think the entire time, like, AC just they're maybe one step further than what they were, because they just are running at him. And yeah, stun does connect.
I just don't think it hit Rancor.
No.
Yeah.
Hits the second
I said beautiful stun because I thought that hit both. I'm like, that'll buy him time to probably win a gunfight. But he's like coming out of a stun animation and dead. I think you nailed it though. They're like literally like one step ahead of what he thought.
Even when he was backing up at first and sees them stairs, I'm like, bro, they're really close.
Yeah.
Like, you gonna get away from this?
Yeah. Crazy so far. 1-1, heavy-handed, over towards B. Heretics 3 there with bomb in hand. Super will be dancing on an island on the other side of it as he looks for picks. Smoke out, and they're going to take this opportunity to push up. Craze, there's another blood for him. He gets traded out, though.
Yeah, Super just shot him from ring, by the way. So yeah, he was the one guy kind of lurking ringside. He's able to get that trade, so that is massive. That lurk pays off, and then he gets a second. That seemed like a very clean first blood. Now, you are here if you are lurks and Exceed, but now they know you're here.
Snipe in hand, AR in hand, does not matter. He's taking over.
And just unreal stuff from from Super to turn this around after that first blood, and then they find the last in the 1 versus 3.
You're not hearing Miles in your head?
I'm not hearing
I'm just hearing Miles talking about
How's he doing today? Is he doing well?
I'm just hearing like a full conversation with Miles. So I think they're getting set up to cast next. I'm crying. I think he said he's having a very lovely day.
He's having a lovely day? Good. It's a map 5-star, Miles.
Love you, Miles.
Locked in.
But yeah, no, Super. Whether it's the AR, whether it's the snipe. Super all smiles. Says, yeah, you said that trade. You thought it was like untradeable. Or
well, I was like, where was he?
Yeah, he was that ISO guy. Out towards ring. Super gets 3, and now we get into our next round. Similar setup to their last defense, except much more aggression through A. Rancor will be playing deep in court, but they're just gonna send it with zero hesitation up through mid. They're gonna find the first. These teams like taking gambles on defense. You see it again through the smoke. Good luck with that. Honestly, nice movement and nice chow. And then lurks the water demon, able to pop up, trying to finish another one. He'll get 3, and they'll take the round in the 3 versus 4. I don't know how Exceed ends up getting 1. Lurks is just a dolphin.
Yeah, this water's just, we gotta drain this pool.
Yeah, we might need to.
The fact is, like, even the first kill, or the second kill started, we're on his POV, and he is staring at a guy. So he's lurking here the whole time. He hits the first on a Rancor. Exceed, as you said, just this, Metals is looking at him, but he just doesn't see him or can't, I don't know. But, I mean, water is something.
Yeah, no, I thought he was getting traded after that first one, for sure. And I thought Exceed on 17
Maybe
HP
Metals was
dead,
weak,
right?
so we didn't want to peek it. I'll say that.
I'll say Exceed getting 1 when he was 17 HP. Nice slide through from him as well, but Lurks, the ultimate playmaker. Metals right into kitchen, and Metals instantly going to be put down. Nero, his turn to get involved. Nero, maybe trying to take over like he did in the map too. They just run at you, they drop you, and that's a Another great round here for Ravens.
And that's a clean one there. CFC getting fired up with the boys, but no trades at all from Miami, just all through the middle of the map. Super just trying to get away, no chance. It's Ravens. They know they got away with one the round prior, now 2 in a row.
Yeah, they stole one, but now Nero maybe heating up. Dropped 14, I believe it was, in the map 2. I think on 6 currently. And what looked pretty good for Ravens, or sorry, for Heretics early, now slipping away. I mean, you're leading in Bloods. You're up 3-2. You've been 3v4'd. That was a painful one. Super now, he opens you up with another Blood. That'll be a snipe pick. Super having himself a map. And maybe Trakes is like, all right, well, if Lurks can do it. Trying to get freaky in the water as well. Metals tries to get saucy with the movement, but gets put down. And that's a frustrating one.
Yeah, we've had a couple of these rounds, right? Even on Colossus, you were getting such clean bloods. You're just nowhere near your teammates, but it doesn't matter.
Revenge in the water, and Super hits 2 snipes. Don't allow Lurks to make any crazy plays this time, but yeah, I got a little stressed out. And nothing in the game frustrates me more than a good old clean first blood, and then suddenly you're into 3 versus 3.
Yeah, I think it's just a big focal point. As we head into the major, is like, you just can't allow, I mean, we've had some insane comebacks from our top teams. So just like, if you have a round where you have an advantage, it just feels like you have to win it.
Another 3-kill round there for Super. Snipe, hitting. Kid is different. That's a grown-ass man. 3-3. Yeah, I said kid, and I was like, that looks like he's my accountant. That guy's a CPA. Nero with the blood. He will be traded. Lurks, the difference maker. Lurks again from water step. And it's a collab from Super. 5 straight, 1 versus 1. Super, Lurks.
He has a read. Oh, he's going to be. Oh, man, he's just so upset himself. Yeah, that is just COD time. Like, he has the read. Collat connects. He's like, dude, I know he's going to peek it. I know he's going to peek it. Has to be worried, though, that Lurks just goes through apartment side.
Oh, Lurks gets 2 from water steps, and then, well, you want to slide and shout together, just not quite like that. Not quite like that. Things get scary, but Lurks closes it out. I mean, you get a 3-kill round into that from Super, and this map might be done. Woo, 4-3, Ravens. So how many of these rounds have been someone gets 3 kills? I swear, like most of them. Exceed, getting a little magic. Trakes out of it. Blood to Ravens.
Well, and this has been that default from Miami, right? Just playing very aggressive through A on defense. Just, I mean, this is how the map sort of changed. A lot of teams early throughout these couple of stages have just given up the A bomb plan, played retakes, focused on the middle of the map. A lot of ring control, though, switching that up. But you lose a player from the nades, from the info. Now bomb is down, you have to retake.
And Lurks is going to be as annoying as possible. Nero going to put it in another. Super not able to find the angle for the snipe, and Lurks is going to get shots in. Another water route. Super is able to connect on 1. 20 seconds to go. Lurks hunting for him. Oh no, this might slip away.
It's Lurks, the water.
Maybe going to get caught. Exceed able to put one through. It's all going to be on a Rancor now.
The water for that. The problem's time, though. Yeah,
yep,
you're just buying time. Does get a little bit scary in the 4 versus 2, but does not matter. 1 round away is Ravens from closing this out.
Nearly let this series slip away after the 2-0 edge. But a round away from closing it out, as you said. And yeah, Rancor, no real chance in that, as you said, due to the time. But they're feeling good. But we've had many 2-5 comebacks, many 3-5 comebacks. We ain't done yet. Yeah, once Super hit the snipe, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
And if Miami get back to defense, I think they're just going to have to switch it up. Yeah, probably play a little bit more B-side and give up that sort of a ringside plant and play that retake.
We'll see if that's the call. Well, this is we're going B. Everybody out here quickly through water steps, though, will be the push from Ravens. Gets picked up, though. Metals is here. He's got to get 1. Gets 1, sets up the second. Beautifully done. Round should be to Heretics, but we'll see if Exceed Nero can muster up some magic. Nero get 1. That trade had to happen, and it did. All on Exceed now from Money Window.
Yeah, there was a little timing there for Nero. Maybe a chance, but Trace turns around, makes sure they get that bomb down. So he's going to pick that up and plant it. 1 versus 3 for Exceed.
Yeah, if he stopped the plant and got away.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, 'cause there was a chance like Trakes was low shooting basketball, but I think he just gets a calm like, yo, look mid stairs.
Exceed dropped. 1 round of 3 done now for Miami. They stay alive. Pressure on.
And this is
Who's feeling the pressure, really? It's the Ravens team.
This is where the discussion is between the Heretics, right? You kind of see them looking at each other. What do they want to do? They want to keep up this A strong defense, play aggressive through ring,
Or just give it up.
It hasn't worked at all because, like, yeah, the finesse ability that we have seen through Pool.
Yeah, I mean, they had the 1 round where they just sent it up through A to mid, found a first blood, but I think that's when things went crazy. In the round unraveled, they got 3v4'd, right? What do they opt to do this time? So certainly more of a presence over towards B. 2 out towards Water and Tiki. Yeah, they mixed it up in the fact that Rancor is now the island man on the A side, so that tells me everything I need to know about what their setup has been.
Yeah, he's just trying to play info here. He's the one that cannot get caught.
And it's basically the opposite of what their setup has been going through this, like you were kind of asking for. So this is what you wanted. You want to see if they could do the retake. They couldn't get it done through aggression over towards A. Can they get it done in the 4-on-4 retake?
Well, Lurks is lurking, so he's got to find one. He's the key guy because everybody else, this is planted for mid. So you see the blue arrows starting to scatter. You want mid stairs control. Miami are going to have to figure this out soon. Super's able to find that first blood. Smoke is down through mid pillars. You have to go. Raven's just trying to buy as much time as possible, and Trey's in his playground.
Back to round 1. He was the master man over there at statue. Gets it done again here. All on Super, not a clutch. Just no time to work with. Ravens. It was scary. Blood was pumping, but they close it out. They get the much needed 10 points. They get to 6 wins. And now we'll see how everything plays out with the rest of the squads.
Yeah, on top of that, I think just sort of a notable win for them, right? I mean, they have like the G2 3-0. They had that early Toy 3-0, but we've been looking for them to have another big upset.
Yeah.
Really, to me, like first one of the stage.
Yeah. That's, I mean, honestly, the Rocker one.
Yeah, true. Second one of the
Just
stage.
saying Rocker.